Thank you, Mr. Chair, Committee. Thank you for allowing me to present Senate Bill 1325. For the record, I'm Senator Joe Nicola, represent District 11, which is the northeast corner of Jackson County. This bill, Senate Bill 1325, is about protecting teenage workers, supporting small businesses, and ensuring Missouri's wage laws remain fair, reasonable, and sustainable for the long term. Missouri's minimum wage has increased rapidly. While many large corporations can absorb these increases, small businesses, especially family-owned businesses, often cannot. These are the businesses that employ teenagers for their very first job, teach them responsibility, punctuality, and the value of work. So Senate Bill 1325 recognizes that reality. This bill establishes a separate minimum wage standard for minor employees. Those are employees under the age of 18. Set at no less than $12.30 per hour or the federal minimum wage, whichever is higher. This ensures young workers are paid fairly while also acknowledging that entry-level jobs are fundamentally different from full-time adult employment. For many young people, a part-time job is their first step into the workforce. These are entry-level positions that require training, supervision, patience from employers. Teens aren't being hired because they already have years of experience. They're hired to get experience. Teen jobs are often part-time jobs, seasonal jobs, and designed to provide experience, not to support a household. When wages are pushed too high, the unintended consequences that businesses stop hiring teens altogether. Instead of gaining job skills, young people lose opportunities and small businesses lose a reliable workforce. Reports from my district alone have revealed approximately a 25% drop in teen employment as a result of the high minimum wage. We should be honest about this trade-off. Senate Bill 1325 also preserves Missouri's current minimum wage framework for adult workers, including the latest scheduled increase to $15 per hour, with the federal minimum wage acting as a backdrop if it rises higher. This bill does not roll back voter-approved wage levels for adults. What it does is provide flexibility and clarity where it matters most. For small businesses, restaurants, grocery stores, local shops, etc., labor is often the single largest expense. When wages rise too quickly, owners are forced to make hard choices, reduce hours, raise prices, automate jobs, like installing kiosks instead of having teens employed, or stop hiring inexperienced workers altogether. Teenagers are usually the first to be priced out. High minimum wage rates price teens out of jobs. When the minimum wage gets boosted, employers frequently cut down on hiring teens who typically fill lower priority positions. It's also important to keep Missouri in perspective. Our state's minimum wage is already $4.30 higher than many other Midwestern states. At $12.30 an hour, Missouri teens are already earning more than teens in surrounding states, and only $2.70 less than adults would earn at 15. That's a reasonable balance for level entry work. For instance, Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Arkansas, Iowa, Tennessee, Kentucky, Indiana, Wisconsin, and North Dakota do not have state minimum wages. They still go by the federal at $7.25. Arkansas is at $11, Minnesota $11.13, South Dakota $11.50, Michigan at $12.48, Nebraska at $13.50. Missouri and Illinois are the only two states in the Midwest that have a $15 minimum wage. Even at $12.30 an hour, our teenagers are still earning more than 13 of the 16 states listed. $12.30 an hour is not an unfair wage for an inexperienced teenager. This bill keeps them employed in legitimate on-the-books jobs where labor laws apply, training is provided, and safety is prioritized. When opportunities disappear in the legal economy, young people don't stop needing money, but their options become worse, not better. We should want our teenagers working in a safe environment, learning skills, earning a paycheck, and building a work ethic, not being shut out of the workforce entirely. In short, this bill does three things. It protects teen workers by preserving access to entry-level jobs. It supports small businesses that are struggling to keep up with rising costs, and it maintains Missouri's commitment to fair wages without imposing one-size-fits-all mandates. It's a reasonable adjustment, one that reflects how the real world works, and I respectfully ask for your support on Senate Bill 1325, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have. Thank you, Mr. Chair.